Good morning, peace and blessings. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. And on the last video I just dropped, man, I'm like, man, it slipped my mind to mention this. And I knew I was forgetting something, um, which is astounding to me. But Democratic mayor, Democratic senators and congressmen keep flying to El Salvador. Why? Why do these Democrats keep flying to El Salvador, bro? I mean, every time you look around, they flying over to El Salvador, man. It's like, trying to go get one specific illegal immigrant out of custody that Trump has sent to El Salvador. They keep getting turned away. Now, this all on the taxpayers' dime, by the way. They flying overseas, trying to get this one illegal immigrant. Now, the first time that I recall, I think at least 4 or 5 of them went. It started like a month ago, all the way up to yesterday. You got people flying around there, trying to go see about this guy, man. And it's just insane, man. Like, to me, I can't figure it out for the life of me, bro. I really can't. But I tell you what, man. Let's go down the list. Let me get my banner right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. Let's go down the list, though. Because I want y'all to see this in real time, because they keep flying over to El Salvador and they keep getting turned away. Now, this is from a month ago. The president of El Salvador probably thinking like, man, what's up with these people, bro? He probably calling Trump like, man, what's up with them Democrats, man? They keep coming over here. I keep telling them ain't nothing shaking. We not letting dude out. We confirm he a member of whatever terrorist organization. We confirm that he, is just not. And plus, he's a citizen of El Salvador. So it's just insane to me that these Democrats keep sliding over there, not getting no action. And let's talk about it.
Tonight, we've got more details in the case of the Maryland man mistakenly deported to El Salvador. In the last hour, we've heard from 4 Democratic members of Congress who are in the Central American country trying to get Kilmar Abrego Garcia back to the U.S.
Yeah, Rafael Sanchez-Cruz is here with us in studio now. And we know, Rafa, these 4 House members say they were not allowed to meet with Abrego Garcia, right?
Yeah, that's right, Lorenzo. The 4 lawmakers say they're in El Salvador trying to pressure for the release of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, but at the same time, they want information on others who have been deported to El Salvador. So on Friday, Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen told reporters that Abrego Garcia has been transferred out of the notorious prison CCOT that you see there and is now at another prison that the Maryland man deems safer. However, Democrats Robert Garcia of California, Maxwell Frost of Florida, Yasmin Ansari of Arizona, and Maxine Dexter of Oregon are demanding that the White House abide by a court order to
Now, that was just 4 different congressmen and women that they named that went to El Salvador. Now, mind you, your taxes is paying for all these trips to El Salvador, and they keep getting turned away, man. It's the strangest thing I ever seen. And it's just one dude in particular that they keep trying to go out there for.
return Abreu Garcia to the U.S. Both the Trump administration and the Salvadoran government are doubling down, saying the Prince George's County father will remain in custody in his native country. And both governments are also saying that he is a member of the gang MS-13, allegations that Abreu Garcia's family and attorneys deny. Senator Van Hollen says Abreu Garcia has yet to be told under what charges he's being held. Democratic lawmakers are accusing the Trump administration of violating the constitutional rights to due process.
We know that our president has a strong relationship with the president of El Salvador and certainly our allies. And we have no doubt that if Donald Trump wants Abreu Garcia back in the United States, that Abreu Garcia would right now be back in the United States. This is on Donald Trump.
Why would he want him back in the United States? And he's not even a citizen here. The man was in the country illegally and admitted to it. So why would Donald Trump want him back in the United States when he's doing a whole mass deportation and the president of El Salvador is saying he's a member of MS-13? Now, the family gonna deny it, of course. But what's with these Democrats that are going out here trying to get this man out of El Salvador and bring him back home? Who is this dude? And why is he so important to them? And it's nobody but the Democrats.
And just the last hour and a half, we also learned more details about a 2019 Maryland investigation involving Abreu Garcia. So Hyattsville Police tells us that when Abreu Garcia was stopped by their officers more than 6 years ago, they found 28 grams of suspected marijuana on him. Hyattsville Police say no criminal charges were filed and that they have never classified him as a member of any gang. Lorenzo, I know there's a lot of questions regarding Abreu Garcia's past, and they say they're revealing this information to be transparent moving forward.
Yeah, we know his family members and Democratic lawmakers have been saying all along there's no evidence that he has any ties to this MS-13 gang.
Okay, now you see that. Now you have 4 Congress people, men and women, go down there, try to get this guy up out of custody, out of El Salvador. That's the first trip, right? So that's 4. We're going to count this in real time. Now let's see. We got another congressman, I think a senator from Maryland. He went down there like a couple days after they went, right? So let's run this clip of this guy going down there. I think I covered this guy. But see, I didn't know about the other 4. But this guy went down there to go try to get the same dude. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Now, see what he talking about.
We all represent the family of Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
I guess we wanted to see if you had a response to the remarks about the Salvador leader at the White House today that would not help effectuate the return of the Maryland business.
Well, I just want to emphasize a couple points. Number one, the courts of the United States have determined, and the Trump administration has admitted, that he was wrongfully apprehended and illegally deported to El Salvador. Number one. They've admitted that that was a mistake. So you've got a Maryland man who's the father of 3.
Man, he lying, bro. They clearly said that the dude is in the country illegally. They clearly said the United States and El Salvador, he a member of MS-13. That's the main reason that he had to leave. They didn't say nothing about they made a mistake. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, you lying.
3, illegally detained in a notorious prison in El Salvador. And the Supreme Court, in a 9-0 decision, you don't see those very much, agreed with the lower federal court judge, Judge Zinnes, that he had been wrongfully detained and ordered the Trump administration help facilitate his release. Now, I saw the comments of President Bukele, and I look forward to meeting with him. I've requested to meet with him. I reached out to the ambassador here to ask to meet while he's here. But I've also made clear if we can't meet here, I do intend to go to El Salvador to discuss the release of this individual who is illegally detained in El Salvador. And I believe the president of El Salvador will recognize why it's important to allow him to return to the United States of America. You know, the United States and El Salvador have had a strong relationship over many years. The United States provides lots of support to El Salvador. That support is not merely an issue for the executive branch. All of us, as members of the Appropriations Committee, also support whatever foreign assistance budget goes forward. So I believe that the president of El Salvador will reconsider when he understands the full story of this illegal detention. I don't think he wants to essentially be the president who's kidnapped a United States citizen. It was the fault of the Trump administration for sending him there illegally, but he shouldn't spend one extra day in a notorious prison in El Salvador when the president of El Salvador can let him go.
I'd like.
Now you heard him. Now he went after this. Now pay attention to the black dude that's finna talk. He took his butt out there the other day. He went out there the other day. So yeah, I don't even want to hear him talk because I'm finna show y'all. I'm finna show y'all what a dude went out there the other day, man. Crazy, right? So that dude went out there, got turned around, just like the other guy, about to get turned around, right? So that's, let me see. That 4 video, that was 4, that's 5. And this black dude gonna make 6 that went out there to El Salvador, right? And let's see his experience. This is crazy, man. They wasting all this taxpaying money flying over there, messing with that man in his country over there.
Dulles, that's where we find Fox 5's Melanie Alwick. She is setting up her live shot now with Congressman Glenn Ivey, who just returned from El Salvador with a failed attempt to meet with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We want to hear what he has to say.
All right, let's get out to Mel now at Dulles.
All right.
Now, mind you, this was a day ago. Like he was just talking with the other senator dude right before he left to go. He took his butt out there. You know what I'm saying? So he's number 6.
So we are live now on Fox 5, and I know that you're here, the rest of this media here as well. So tell us some frustration for your trip.
Oh, absolutely. I was very not just disappointed, but angry, actually. I mean, we'd contacted the embassy to El Salvador. In fact, I met with them last week for about an hour. So they certainly knew that we were coming and why. And then our embassy in El Salvador had contacted the government as well to try and set this up, as well as potential meetings with members of the government. So they knew we were coming and they knew why we were coming. And then when we actually got to the jail, they said something about going to get a permit, going all the way. Santa Ana is a long way, about an hour-and-a-half drive from San Salvador. They said, go back to San Salvador and get a permit. And I won't tell you what I said, but I mean, it's, ridiculous that an international delegation would get that kind of treatment, especially when we're making this kind of a request.
Yeah, so it's been, 5 weeks now since Senator Van Hollen was there. Any status update on Abrego Garcia? Do we know if he's still in the jail where you went to? Do we know if he's still alive and well? Nothing's been confirmed along those lines. We believe he is, and we believe he's at Santa Ana, but they didn't even confirm that yesterday. So it was, kind of a runaround. It's a, stonewall effort, I guess, on the part of the government of El Salvador. But at the end of the day, he's part of what the courts are ordering to have happen, which is he needs to be brought back so he can have his day in court. There's 250 Venezuelans who've been jailed down there as well, who were deported from the United States. Apparently, there are reports that about 50 of them have no criminal records. They were in the United States legally, but they were deported to a country where they have no criminal offenses pending, or in Venezuela. So in the United States.
So you can't see these Democrats, man, they be sitting up there lying. You can't deport no legal citizen, bro. If they was from Venezuela and they came to America across the border illegally. You are, when you break the law, you subjected to the laws of that nation. So if you break the law and you get caught in another country and they send you to another country in a prison, whose fault is that if you sitting up there sneaking in somebody? Like, I can't understand why people don't grasp this, man. If you in the military and you go to another country, they gonna tell you, listen, this ain't America. So don't get in no trouble out here. Because if you do, you on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's serious. So for people to be taking this risk and get caught, that's on you. Now, dude that took his bell pepper head ass out there, two it got turned around. And then sit up here to the president. You think you just gonna go over there and talk to this man, President Bukele, the president of El Salvador, talk about you want to see an inmate in his prison. He tell you you need a permit, bro. Just because you in Congress in the United States don't mean you got the green light to go through this man prison institution to go speak to an illegal immigrant that they deem is a part of a terroristic organization. What is wrong with these people? They don't fight for the American citizens that pay their salaries like this. If they fought for the black community like they fighting for these illegal immigrants going across seas to go see about them, you won't even go see about the victims of the illegal immigrants' families. You ain't go and see about Lake and Riley's family right here in American soil. You didn't go and see about Larissa Thompson's family right here on American soil that was harmed by illegal immigrants, that was unalive. You didn't go and see about Ava Moore, the 18-year-old young lady that was ran over by a speedboat by a illegal immigrant. You ain't go see about her family, but you took your bell pepper head ass on a plane to go to El Salvador to go see about this one particular dude. You the sixth congressperson that went over there. This is insanity, bro. I don't even want to hear no more from this dude, man. I don't even want to hear no more from this dude. Because this is ticking me off at this point. You got people in this country that have been unalived by illegal immigrants on a daily basis. Taxpaying citizens that pay your salary. But you're going to go all the way over here concerned about some illegal immigrant in another country. You won't even see about the people here. Man, look here. I want to know who this dude is, man. I really do. Like, I didn't have no interest in trying to know. But now I want to know. Like, what's so special about this dude, man? Who is Kilmore Abrego Garcia? Let's find out.
Maryland Democratic Senator Chris Van Hollen will be back in the United States later today after finally meeting with Kilmore Abrego Garcia in El Salvador. He's the man that U.S. courts say was wrongly deported by the Trump administration last month. And while the Trump...
Oh, so he did get a chance to meet with him. This must have been before he got locked up or something. This is crazy. How he pull this off? They sitting down having margaritas and chopping it up like, yeah, man, you know, they got you over here in El Salvador, bro. That's crazy.
Trump administration continues to insist Abrego Garcia is a member of the notorious MS-13 gang. His attorneys say there's just no proof of that. So this morning, we are doing a News Nation fact check on the latest in the case.
Hold on. Look how he looking at him, man. He look like he in love with this dude, man. Look how he smiling at him. What's wrong with these Democrats, man? He over there gazing in the dude's eyes, man. Like, this is crazy, bro. Crazy. You can't tell me these people are not intertwined in the government or something for them to be crashing out in El Salvador, sitting down having margaritas with illegal immigrants gazing in their eyes like this here. You can't tell me, man.
Looking to prove the gang status of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Trump administration is now pointing to previously sealed documents detailing an arrest in 2019 that they say tie him to MS-13. Abrego Garcia, a 29-year-old Salvadorian whose wife and children are American citizens, was mistakenly deported last month to a high-security prison in El Salvador due to what the Department of Justice said was an administrative error.
He was a member of MS-13. Hard stop. He should not be in our country.
And
now she said it clear as day, but this reporter sitting up there talking about it was a mistake. No, they clear as day. He was not supposed to be here.
Immigration judge had previously granted him protection from deportation due to the serious threat of gang violence in his home country. Abrego Garcia has maintained that he has never been affiliated with MS-13. Here's what the documents show. He was arrested in 2019 in Hyattsville, Maryland, along with 2 known members of MS-13 for loitering in a Home Depot parking lot. In a gang field interview sheet, police noted this. He was wearing a Chicago Bulls hat and a hoodie with rolls of money covering the eyes, ears, and mouth of the presidents on the separate denominations, adding that officers know such clothing to be indicative of the Hispanic gang culture. Police said a proven and reliable source confirmed Abrego Garcia's rank in the MS-13 gang on Long Island, a place he's never lived. He had no criminal record in the United States or El Salvador when he was arrested and told officers he was at Home Depot seeking day labor work. However, Abrego Garcia admitted to being in the country illegally. More documents from Homeland Security allege he was detained in 2019 in connection to a murder, but no charges were brought, and Abrego Garcia says he was never implicated. And sources tell News Nation that he was also stopped by the Tennessee Highway Patrol in 2022 for reportedly illegally transporting 8 immigrants from Houston to Maryland. But they let him go without.
See, everything that this dude get caught with, they let him go. You caught with 8 other illegal immigrants. You tied in with a murder. You know, you getting caught with weed. For some reason, you keep avoiding all of that. No charges. This dude got some juice, I'm telling you. He got to have some juice, man. Because how you in the country illegally, first of all, that's a crime by itself. And then you got all this illegal activity you keep getting caught up with, but no charges, and they just letting you go. Like, huh?
Without charges. Abrego Garcia's lawyers told News Nation's Cuomo this week that the new records prove nothing.
Our team did not represent him in the original proceedings in 2019. I have seen those documents. There's nothing in there that makes me believe that he is an MS-13 gang member.
The White House was also quick to point out that Abrego Garcia's wife, Jennifer Vasquez Sura, sought a restraining order against him in 2021, alleging a physical altercation. But Sura, who's been at the forefront of the fight for his release, now says she ultimately decided not to pursue it.
So he was beating up his wife. He got domestic violence too. Come on, man. Like, now she didn't got to change her heart, but she didn't call 12 on this man a few times because he was putting paws on her. He got all this illegal activity going on. Who gets away with all of that? I'm just saying, bro.
Still, the Justice Department says there is no plan to bring Abrego Garcia back.
He is not coming back to our country.
And while the Justice Department insists Abrego Garcia is a member of MS-13, they have not charged him with any gang-related crimes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to join.
Man, you know what? It don't seem like they're going to charge that dude with nothing. But they sure got him up out of here. Shoot. To me, it's just odd. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? That he was getting caught up in all them different situations. You with 8 other illegal immigrants saying you taking them from Houston back to the other side of the country, and being you over here caught up in a 211, and you evade that, and you get caught with some weed. They said in the other clipping, you evade that. Nah, bro. Nah. It's something with that, bro. Don't nobody get. And then you went over here illegally, and they just letting you go. Nah, bro. But once again, why do these Democrats keep flying to El Salvador? Keep getting the door slammed in their face by the El Salvador president, President Bukele. I don't know, man. Drop it off in the comment section. Hey, man, it's your boy Jay Taylor. This stuff is weird. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Peace and blessings.